please make yourself aware of a member against.
I'm going on the plane. Why is they too high?
I need two people to fly the plane.
I saw them that wide. I'm gonna have my kids
Video.
I'm in the I'm having Mickey Mouse waffles.
Have a boy.
We are the only one that's not going all I see is
I mean, I could, even if we find a sheep.
Let's go on the flying carpet.
Hi everybody, it's Aladdin. My friend Jeannie is a...
non-stop service around. Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Borak 5, your guide of life, the absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots of future? Right by two of my favorite spots.
We're going on the Astro Orbiter. Go back. Mommy's down there.
I'm under the kill sprayer. Let's go on the Barnstormer. Let's go on Swiss Robinson Treehouse.
Yeah.
it's something. Just think of the extraordinary things to see and do in these woods. Hiking trails, bird calls, fireflies, and starry nights. Folks, we're just about out of the woods and into the forest. The enchanted forest of Fantasyland, where magic...
Well,
Kind of.
going up. Make sure you're fine. Oh, yeah.
It's starting to rain.
No, it's not.
It is.
No. That's a show, Indy. We're not going to the show. What are you doing?
I'm going to Ratatouille.
I told you. going into now, Indy?
You can.
And we're going to look at the...
Sushi Odyssey.
Where the water go?
The tree? No, it's tree. It's three
Around and come right back to Morocco, where we just picked you up from. Then we'll go back to Canada, back to Morocco, back to Canada, back to Morocco, and
Commencing responsiveness test.
Okay, the responsiveness data is now being synchronized.
Automated driving technology verified and active. Automated crash avoidance technology disengaged. Displaying responsiveness data.
Here comes the final test.
Energizing for power test.
How was that? What's going on?
Please watch your step.
Hello, on your tour you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination. Oh, can I go too? Absolutely not.
Ring, and each of us imagines different things.
We all have sparks.
A dream can be
footage today with us.
It's awesome. It's so good. So back up. Yeah.
Maybe that's why you want to get three because they're huge. Stop.
You don't have to park
$20 a fastest toy in these here parts.
It's okay. What we're going on?
It's time to go on Toy Story Mania. When me and Mommy came up, it didn't work so well.
Everybody, I said everybody quiet. Everybody say it. You will be the same.
I'm wearing 3D glasses. I'm on the way to China.
Oh, she's vlogging. She's vlogging. She got that vlog on her. Yay! We're guest stars. Tell them where you are.
I'm going to Thailand.
With those seatbelts completely fastened. Thank you.
Indy, what we're doing? Are we going to go high?
Keep high over.
Holidays.
You see his foot right there?
Doing?
Watching the gorillas, and the dad's 43 years old.
How old?
33. 43.
Oh, look at she's coming.
That's great. She's 5.
5 years old.
The same age as you. She just turned 5 on the 1st.
You're going to turn 5 on 29.
One of the kid gorillas are 5.
There's also a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old and 2 moms in here. Show 7. Oh, he's
tell you. Where's he going?
Come down. Wait for it. Count to 10.
Slowly coming back more. I like the videos will start good, and I managed to get a picture of India in front of here.
You're listening to WDNO Radio and the sound of Dinoland, USA. We put the dig in Can You Dig It?
Unfinished food or drinks. If someone
Indy, where are we going?
Emma's out here in Harambe. We like to get started with Twende. That's because Twende does me. And let's go. Jumbo, everyone. My name is Joe. My name is Joe. I'm going to be your guide out there on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Before we get started, a couple of safety reminders. It's gonna be a bit of a bumpy ride. So, for your safety, please ensure that everyone is fully and completely seated with hands, arms, feet, and tan-colored ones. Those are the greater kudu. Darker brown with horns, those are bongos. And then if you glance off to your right, you might catch sight of that large animal with black and white striped legs. That is an okapi. The okapi is actually a bit of an odd creature. Up until about 100 years ago, the okapi was thought to be a myth about some antelopes. Now, the black rhino is one of the smaller species of rhino, measuring at about 3,000 pounds when fully grown. Now, you might notice that triangular their mates. Now, it is important that the pink-backed pelican chooses a good partner, since both the males and females will take part in... Oh, make sure we're seated in the back there. Thank you. Since both the male and female pelicans will take part in building their nests and incubating their eggs, which is about a 30-day process when they are fully grown. Alright, we're gonna look all the way to our left-hand side because out of the water there, we're actually seeing some Nile hippos. Now, the Nile hippo is a land mammal, but we typically expect to find them in the water. My friends, I need everyone seated, please. They are typically found in the water due to the hippo's sensitive skin and nocturnal nature. We actually often, more times than not, expect to find them sleeping their day away, fully submerged in the water. The hippos can hold their breath anywhere from about 5 to 8 minutes at a time, so that's not too difficult of a task for them. Usually when we find the hippos out of water, it's at night when they are foraging along the banks of the river for food. Keep watching the left-hand side. We're starting to see some Nile crocodiles. And those Nile crocs, they do get big, about 16 to 18 feet long, over 500 pounds when fully grown. They're one of the largest of the freshwater crocodilians. But those crocs are not just large, they are powerful. Their jaws have the strength to crush the bones of their prey, or sometimes twice their size. Realistically though, the Nile crocodiles are known to eat right around 50% of their body weight in a single side. That we're now headed down towards the savannah. Baobab trees, they got a couple of fun nicknames. One of my personal favorites is the upside down tree, since it looks like its roots are growing out of the top rather than the bottom. I can assure you that those are its branches. Baobab trees, that way we can get a better view of any and all of their fun little details. So for now, we are seeing giraffes and zebras, even wildebeest off in the distance, but we're going to get a much closer look at them later on. So we'll talk about them in depth when we get there. Call them panda dogs for their coats. Now they are so incredibly unique. Each one is going to have a fully individualized pattern that they follow. Panda dogs are a than 5. And they are amongst the most successful predators in all us. We almost expect them to be eating. It's truly their favorite hobby. Giraffes will spend a majority of their waking 20 hours per day doing so. They don't need to sleep a lot, but they do need to eat a lot. In the giraffe's defense, they are ruminants. This means they have a 4-chambered stomach. So it takes a lot to fill them up, and it takes even longer for them to fully digest that food. Sometimes up to 100 hours in total. Once again, prehensile means that it is strong, it is flexible, and the giraffes can use it to grab and grip onto things. But in their case, that tongue is about the same length as the average adult human's forearm. So the giraffes can also use it for self-grooming. They can even clean out their own ears and eyeballs with their tongue. Now coming up on our right-hand side, we see this Ankole cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, for the Watusi people who first domesticated them. They are one of only 2 domesticated animals that live out here on the resistance. Now these are the Hartman's mountain zebras. You can identify them one of 2 easy ways. You can look. Mandrills were at one point thought to be the smallest species of ape. We now smell as their friend. Great view of that elephant all the way out there on our right hand side. Now more often than not, when we do just see one elephant, we can have our devices. Coltan can be recycled, reused. It doesn't go bad or have a shelf life. The biggest barrier to slowing down that mining, reusing the coltan that has already been developed, of which there is plenty going unused. Not enough of it actually gets recycled. To our left, because those are the greater flamingos. We call a flock of flamingos a flamboyance. The greater flamingos are the largest and tallest species of flamingo. They're also the dullest in pink color. Looking around, you may even notice that some of them got those gray feathers around their heads, their necks. Those would be amongst the youngest of the flock. That's because flamingos are not born pink. They get that color slowly over time as a result of their diet. They can run so very fast. Speeds of around 35 to 40 miles per hour. That does make the ostrich the fastest bipedal animal. The fastest animal on 2 legs. I see another ostrich off over there. Now, just because they're flightless does not mean their wings are just for show. While running, ostriches are known to spread their wings out on either side of themselves, which helps with their balance. The white rhinos that we're seeing off in the distance, they are the large, putting a view of them over there on our left-hand side now. We are going to try and take a peek and see if we can find any more rhinos later on. So hunting. Cheetahs are daytime predators. Most other predators in this region are nocturnal, meaning they hunt at night. It's a vision thing. But cheetahs, they have rock that male lion. Now this is the view that we get of lions more often than not, resting, relaxing for about 16 to 20 hours of each and every day. Not because they're lazy, but they are indeed nocturnal. During the day, a lion's eyesight is on par with that of an average human's, but at night it's roughly 6 times stronger. That's when they're going to be at their most active. When the lions do go out at night, it is mainly going to be the female lions who do the hunting. They're the providers of the pride. The female lions, they don't have to contend with a big, heavy mane like the males do. It makes them sleeker, faster, a little bit stealthier. And so the male lions, it becomes their job to be the protectors. They'll stick back at home, keep watch over any cubs, as well as maintain their region. You can see just the backside of the male lion now. Still over there on our left. Because technically speaking, they are straight ahead, but they're back behind some bushes. As I say, I think some of my friends in the front might just be able to make them out. And then as I make this turn, maybe some people on the right-hand side? I'm not sure. I do think it's really special that we got to see. It's not correct. Has been disproven. Rhino horns are made out of keratin, the very same material as our own hair and fingernails. As such, it holds no value for us as humans. We do not need them. The rhinos do. Educating ourselves and others really big part in that. Animals like the Nigerian dwarf goats that we see to our left. Now these goats, they are small, they are silly, they are playful, they are cultivated livestock versus the less sustainable approaches of the past, which unfortunately quite often still does include poaching the wildlife around them. But I'll tell you what, this shift, it is an excellent example and reminder of how animals and humans are a little bit different for everyone. Finding what alternatives work best in your life, your lifestyle. It's gonna take time, research, care and attention. And it's hard at first, and that's okay.
Yes. Bon.